I wasn't even around.
No, because you guys weren't tired, so you went out. Also, the events, there was a parade. It's Saturday and Sunday, and Saturday was the parade. There was, I think, estimated 40,000 people there. It was nuts. And then Sunday was the big summit where all the teams do a 3-minute performance.
Yeah, I think beyond the competition, what people maybe don't understand about entering the WCS is it's probably the largest press op a cosplayer's ever going to get. I mean, there's no event in America where 40,000 people are going to show up to see you walk down the street in costume.
Yeah.
But in Japan, at that level of performance, it's completely possible.
We haven't really scripted anything else, so if you guys just want to, like, know, I asked for us to go in a certain direction, like, what the cosplay was like there, or what the food was like there, like, we can talk about that, so. Yes, Jessie. She has nothing.
How did it begin? Wait, how were you chosen? Oh!
Yes.
Very important. We were chosen at New York Anime Festival last year in December. Because we did a Magic Knights Rare performance that Jessie was a part of as well as our mysterious food. And sorry. And I think the key when you're trying out for the World Cosplay Summit is to have a performance that anyone can understand, despite language, because that's one of the biggest barriers going into Japan is the language barrier. I don't speak Japanese. She doesn't speak Japanese. She doesn't speak Japanese. But we performed in Japanese. And when we did the preliminaries, the New York Anime Festival, we made sure not to say anything in our skit. We kind of just let our bodies talk.
I think it's important to note, whatever, I'll be judging you if you're entering high.
But looking up to her now.
No, don't suck up to me, it won't matter. But I think it's important to note that unlike American cosplay competitions, the WCS is primarily performance-based. Craftsmanship's important, but once you meet that minimum bar of craftsmanship looking good, what's more important is how much you can get on stage and just sell yourself to the audience. It's way more important. I want to see someone who's got a lot of energy, someone who's going to be able to do a lot of interviews. It's almost more like an audition than it is just like a costume contest.
Yeah, that was one of the surprises that we had going in there, because everyone assumes in the United States craftsmanship is huge. You do the best that you can in your costumes, make sure everything's nice and clean. Over in Japan, not so much.
No one looked at our costumes. Like, the judges were sitting 15 feet away, and that's the closest they ever came. No one cares about your inside seams. It made me kind of sad.
And we finished our seams perfectly, thinking we were gonna be like, yeah, craftsmanship, but no, not really, not so much. I mean, they have stores where you just buy your costume there. Like, it's really not a big deal. It's not a big deal over there, and that was one of the culture shocks, I guess, that we had to go through. So it was very, very performance-based.
So while I would say that the detail of the craftsmanship, like WCF is not looking for industry standard sewing or anything, it is important that your costume look good. I mean, essentially if you get up there in like a cut-up t-shirt and black eyeliner as hell, and even if you have a great performance, it's not really going to carry the same kind of weight. So, well, I would say that craftsmanship is less important than performance. It's not that it's completely unimportant.
Yes, Jessie?
Isn't it important for the New York Anime Festival, though?
Absolutely.
Super important for the prelims.
Preliminaries, make sure your seams are clean.
One of the judges is Marty Gear, who has been sewing for longer than your parents have probably been alive. So you can't pass anything by him. So
yeah, definitely. In New York Anime Festival, just make sure everything's clean, because that's one of the first steps.
Yeah, you will have to be able to meet that minimum bar of craftsmanship, and it's not
actually pretty high.
It's not a low bar. I mean, we're looking for, I would say, mid to top level master cosplayers to consider for WCS.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. You could be a novice as well, and compete and have a very good chance as well. Just make sure your costume is awesome, and make sure that your performance is awesome, and then you might be able to win a trip to Japan. Is there any questions? Yes.
What did you do in the performance? Wait, what?
Oh, when we actually competed over there in Japan?
we did